Abdullah II. Right, we'll add Abdullah in there as well. We'll do the pair of them. They can go together. Even though I've done them already. I know I have, but I can't remember what I called the bloody video. Back file. Rania. Rania, yeah, searching. Right, we're done. Look at the deep set. He looks like Melania Trump. Deep set rectangular eyes. Look at that brow bone overhanging the eye. This person, open rounded eye socket, looks shaped like a coffee bean. Smaller mouth, bigger mouth, wider cheeks, no cheeks, bigger, flatter five head, smaller, sloping male forehead. There, it's game over. A little queen mincing and a king with the bolt on arms. Look at them shoulders, then look at the arms bolted on, but not here, lot. Remember the suit's padding. That shoulder tilt is because it's a woman. Just Hugo Weaving all over again. Size of his hand, bony, thick wrist. He looks like Princess Kate, Prince Kate. Well, I don't know what you call him. Looks like him. William's wife, husband. We're done. Look at that neck. Look at that trachea. From chin to thigh. The place to put Mama's spicy meatball lot. Look at the distance between chin and thigh. Look at the broad shoulders. Look at the princess here, look. Full mince. It's all around the world. It doesn't matter whether I go to Jordan, Kuwait, Iraq, Iran. It doesn't matter. It's all of them. There is no getting around this. Satan took over the world by use of cloak and dagger. Rania, straight. Look. Hello, wildlife and fisheries. Look at the size of his feet. We're done. It's a, what's that? That looks like a penis. Straighten that picture up. That looks like a penis. Look at the gate. It's a man. Final answer. Oh, it's a hem in the dress. I'll let you off. Look at the size of his feet. Look at the straight legs. Look at the flamingo foot on the big bitch in the background. Look at the ski whiff legs on this bitch with a shoulder tilt. I looked at my photos of my parish councillors today, all are trans. It doesn't surprise me. My local MP is secretly transgendered. Melanie On, I think his name is. When they came and kidnapped Horatio, the man who they sent, who got a promotion afterwards and became Member of Parliament for Hull, turned out to be a flip-flop. It wouldn't surprise me if the social workers were flipped as well. I remember telling one of them to her face, they're abominations. Don't tell me any other. The shock on the social worker's face when I said it. I mean, it's God's words. It's written in the Bible. Abomination to what he created. That's what these are. They're all abominations in God's eyes. You understand? You think that God's going to let any one of these monsters into heaven whilst they ruled over his real children, us, the natural skeletons, whilst they ruled over us with an iron fist, charged us to drink water, to stay warm, took away our rights to gardening. You have to have an allotment to grow vegetables. It's a joke. You have to eat their food because their food's been chemically enhanced, bioengineered. Of course, they don't eat none of that shit. It's just us. None of these people get anything. They don't. They're not ill. They don't get dementia. Bruce Willis has got dementia. Bollocks. Stevie Wonder's blind. Bollocks. The list is endless. And this is a man. Queen Rania. It's a king. Straight legs, knees together, space between his feet. And they are very, very big feet, look. Hello, wildlife and fisheries. It's a man, final answer. Rectangular, far apart eyes. Short, sloping full. Look, short, wide. I've shown you this meme so many times this week, but I'm going to drum it into you. How to measure a forehead. Look. Long, narrow. The opposite here, look. Long, narrow. You see the opposites. This one's got the long, narrow face with the close set eyes. So it gets a longer forehead and a shorter eye setting. This one gets a longer eye setting and a shorter forehead. Because that face fills that skull. That face does not fill that skull. That's the way this works. And once you learn to see that distance in their eyes, photographs like that, you just go down, across, that's a man. Just by looking at the forehead. There are people out there that will tell you on purpose that the skulls don't work. The only time the skulls don't work is when they're being used by one of these trolls, one of these flip-floppers, one of these liars and deceivers. When it's used by a natural person like myself, who uses a proper 50-50 picture, I get an answer every time. You see, I don't want to bear false witness. He said to me, let my yays be yay and my nays be nay. That's the way he taught me. He wanted me to love in the same way he does. You know, the mercy of God has no bounds apart from those that want to blaspheme the Holy Spirit. For me, that's knowing the truth, the Spirit of God, knowing the Spirit of God and denying it. When you deny it, when you know it's the truth and you deny it, you're denying God's existence. Queen Rania, is that his son? I don't know who it is, but he's got a big head. They both got big heads. And they both walk like blokes, look. Dude. Woman in the back with a close set arching eyebrows and the five head. Right, Rania, Queen Rania is a bloke. Here's the husband, the wife, the short ass. Explain it to me, go on. Midget, giant, Nephilim, normal person. That's how it looks in real life. A great big hunking man with a little shorter woman. That's what I see everywhere. Well, I say everywhere. Most places I look in Grimsby. That's what I see. The big man, the little woman. Soon as you see the big woman, the little man anywhere, and you see it en masse, I'll guarantee you're surrounded by them. It'll look like all the pictures I've shown you, wherever you go, in your own town. If you're surrounded by them, you will see this everywhere you go. Deep set eyes, big smiles, tall women versus pudgy little men with fat five heads and close set eyes. They can't hide the ratio. Do you understand? Well, you've just got to learn the skulls. You've got to learn to skull check yourself. Know the size of a dental arch. We're done. Right there. Woman, inline footfall. Abdullah. She's not an Abdullah. Was that the Pope? It is. Look at the size of that monster on the end. This is why God says it is an abomination that men shall not wear women's clothes and women shall not wear men's clothes. It's written in Revelations. And that's where I am. I'm living in Revelation. People say it's the little season. Well, we're going to find out in 24 days. Because your 250 years are up. Satan's 250-year reign is over when we reach 2026. And then one of us is going to be right. My gut instinct tells me it's me. That I'm living in Revelation. not in the little season. But it doesn't matter if you're wrong or I'm wrong. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who's right. We're right about God, right? That's what we agree with. And you see, that's what they don't want. The unity that mankind has in knowing that God exists. You can argue about whose God is God and God. You can argue all you like about it. The baseline of it all is, the foundation is creation and a creator. They've named him loads of different names. They give him loads of different rules and commandments through religions that they made to cause arguments between natural people. And it works. The whole world hates each other. The French hate the Germans. Germans hate the Swiss. Blah de blah de blah de blah de blah de blah de blah. They invented racism. They invented hating someone because they speak a different language or they look different to you. They've got a different colour skin, whatever it is. They invented all of it. They propagandise the mass media. They put their fake stories out there. When 9/11 happened, every single American hated the Middle East. They did. Most of the world did. Most of the world believed that 9/11 psyop bollocks. I remember when Pete, you got She in your name, Pete. I remember when Pete Shea first told me nobody died on 9/11. Bearing in mind, I was awake to legal name. I was awake to the flat earth. I was learning about all the other fake stuff. I knew 9/11 was fake, but I still believed that people died. I did, because I saw it on telly. And then when you actually question, what did you see on telly? Well, it's the same as watching a movie. You don't know what you watched. It's a movie. It's made up. And it don't matter where I go in the world, all these fake wars are just land grabs. That's all it is. It's a land grab. If I look at any old map in the world, all I'm going to see before 1948 is the word Palestine. That's all I'm going to see there. And there it is, final answer. Abdullah II, walking. I forgot to get those other gates. Oh, we're done. Look at those ski whiff bitches. Oh, it's Boris Johnson. Look at that cute. And here, look. Women, when they try to walk with a space between the feet, look what the legs do. They just won't allow them. It either curves upwards and outwards or it curves inwards and downwards. You get one or the other. We look at things differently now. We don't look at them the same way. Not just celebrities, but real people. I can't go out there without literally scanning and registering every person I meet and bump into. I want them all to know the truth. The natural people. I want all natural people to know the truth. Because when it's known as the truth, they'll start to care. At the minute, they don't care. Because it's like flat earth. They're all going to care when they realise the earth's flat and it takes away all debts that they've put on the world. Remember, the whole world is in, what is it? 526,000 million, billion, trillion, gazillion pounds worth of debt. To whom? To these lying bitches. You got to be kidding me. If the truth be known that we could all work for free, we don't need money. That's what the future holds. That's what the past held. That there was no money, everything was free. We all operated worldwide like a big massive family for each other. No money needed. You wanted to travel, it was free. You wanted some food, it was free. You wanted some clothes, they were free. You needed an house, it was free. But you had to work yourself for free. And that's how it would have been before these dirty bankers. That's the only word I can use for them. Bankers, the bench. Remember, the judge sits on the bench. The judge sits on the bench. El Banco. El Bencho. The military. Inline footfall. Shoulder tilted. Arms akimbo. They're protected by their own. So the question is, does each standing army have real people in it, or are they all flip-flops? Again and again, it's a woman. Abdullah and Rania are both flippers. It's all around the world. There's nothing you can do about it. It's a worldwide satanic cult. Brum, 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 brum.